What is up, my intergalactic friends? Today we are in the Cosmic Ocean League Finals. So we've got some of the biggest, nebulas in here today with us. Let's take a look in the participating alliance. We got the HXH, we got UMI, where I am at right now. We got UEM, TNT, OCH 707, TNR, TWA. Today we're going to take a look into each of these alliances and check out who are their players. There are some of the well-known players of Infinite Galaxy in this Cosmic Ocean. Looking into the individual honor, you can see Zach Tramler leading the #1 ranking as of right now. He is definitely putting in the elbow grease into Infinite Galaxy. God of War, I guess there are some fights already in Nebula 5 and against Nebula 25. TNT versus TWA. That is something that is interesting to see. Let's take a look in the map on how things are going to unfold in here. So as you can see, our enemy here is TWA. I guess they are building into this area. I guess they're going to be fighting with TNT. Well, I guess they have already started the fight. But TNR is here on the side. I'm not so sure what is the allegiance of the entire Cosmic Ocean is. Now, HXH is one of the best alliance in Infinite Galaxy. I mean, they did a landslide win on their last Cosmic Ocean. But how would it unfold this time? Will they take a landslide win? Will they be able to just scoop in and take the win? Because nobody faced them. Nobody really tried to challenge them in the last Cosmic Ocean for what I know. But this Cosmic Ocean is filled with Krakens, filled with whales, and filled with dedicated players. When there is going to be a huge battle in here, there's going to be a lot of spending involved and a lot of resources, and as well as speed-ups to be consumed. This is the grand finals of the Cosmic Ocean. You do get a better rewards compared to the normal Cosmic Ocean event. In the Cosmic Ocean League Finals, if you are the first alliance to win, you are going to get 28 days of this Journey of Gold. It's not permanent. You get 20 Ghost, and if you are in the individual honor, you're going to get 36 Legendary of the Blueprint chest. Now, if you get the first God of War ranking, you are going to get a 30-day and as well as a Ghost data card. Now, this will give you some buff. Total Warship Attack 6%. That is a 30-day buff. That is nice. This one is going to give your alliance a little bit of a buff in here with a Warship Speed 8%. If you're second, you get 7%. So there is a consolation prize for the lower ranking of the alliance who are going to win. So this is the Cosmic Ocean League Finals with all of these alliances. I mean, these are well-known alliances of the Infinite Galaxy. So first, let's take a look into 707. I think they deserve to be the first one to be looked at because they have the biggest or one of the biggest whale in Infinite Galaxy. I don't know if he is the biggest whale in Infinite Galaxy, but he is 634 million power. 634 million. That's a lot of warships there. This is Evil Z. I believe he is Korean with a CC-34. That is a lot. I wish we can see the debts that he has accrued in here as well, so we know, how much warships they're losing, because only we can see is their Rex. So their Rex is pretty high. We know in Infinite Galaxy that you can easily accumulate Rex. Let's take a look into my Rex. So the Rex for Evil Z is 88 million. Mine is, let's go into my spaceport detail. My Rex is 42. I have half of it. Okay. But my battle losses is 262. I guess, is that all I've lost total? Is that a lot? I feel like that's a lot still. But we've wrecked so many, 262,000 losses of ships. But we wrecked so many. I wish we could showcase this. I want to see everyone's losses within the game. I had 50 spaceport attack failed. Oh my goodness. Defense spaceport failed 6 times that we failed. So this is 707. They are, let's take a look. They are 14 billion alliance power. They have a lot of powerful players as well. They have a CC-32. Actually, let's filter this in CC-32s, all right? So they have this guy that I don't know how to name this. J, 250, 245, Novo Solo, 287, Nick Hun 32, CC-32, 141. I don't think 707 is the strongest alliance in this Cosmic Ocean. They are strong and they have Evil Z, but cumulatively, I don't think they are the strongest alliance. They have a good amount of CC31, but their CC32 and above is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there's only 5. Their biggest player is Evil Z. Now let's take a look into their neighbors in here. UEM is a 16.2 billion alliance power, much stronger, much powerful. They have Major Next, they have Architect in here, they have Fart of Doom, they have Matos, Umbranok, Zenith. These are high power. Major Next is very strong. I believe he won the arena. So Major Next with the 300 million power, that is still insane, but he is really, really strong. And I think here there is more CC32 compared to what we have looked at in 707. So in my opinion, I think UEM would probably be stronger than 707 commutatively with all the players because of the higher spaceport. That means there are more spenders in this alliance as well. So you can see that they have a lot of powerful players in this alliance. Now let's take a look into the other alliance, the HXH. I've talked to Zutch Tramler quite often in here, and he is this alliance is absolutely insane. We fought against them. They're very organized. This alliance is 12.9 billion power. The highest commander center in here is Nabil, Pashta, and Zutch. So there's 2 CC34. This is the first time that we are seeing 2 CC34. Though the power that they have is not as big as the other commanders that we have seen. They have 175 is the highest. They're very low actually. We do have 200 million power in here, 230, which is CC32. But the key thing about HXH, they are not the strongest or the most powerful alliance in Infinite Galaxy that I think. What they are good at is their organization and their activity level. They are they're very fierce to face against with. You can have the strongest alliance, but if you don't have organization and activity, you are pretty much a weak alliance. So HXH has that in their bag, that they are very organized and they have the activity level. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have more than 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 CC32s. So they have a lot of CC31s as well in here. So HXH is definitely a strong alliance because of their organization within the alliance. Now, the thing here is that HXH is a little bit in the difficult position, I think. I don't know what their relationship with UEM, but they might be having some issue with the map placement. Let's take a look into their neighbor, which is OCH. OCH, we faced them in our last Cosmic Ocean. This was when we were in TIK. Now, they also have a very strong player in here. They got Kamatama, which is, wow, CC34 already. Congratulations for Kamatama there. And Computer and Osmaris. Actually, these are the strongest. Here's what I think. And with all honesty, I think OCH is the strongest alliance in this Cosmic Ocean. They have 4 CC34. Wow. And 3 CC33. OCH is the biggest spender in this Cosmic Ocean based on my assessment. Osmaris is a very strong player. We fought against them. Kamatama. We fought against them in Rust. With Vint. We fought against Computer. These alliance, they spend a lot in here, meaning that they have a lot of depth when it comes to fighting. So this is one to look out when you are going against with. OCH is a very, very strong and very, very powerful alliance, and they have the ability to have a longer durability. Now let's take a look into the other alliance in here below them, which is TNR. TNR here has 11.5 billion. They're not as strong when it comes to power. Let's take a look in their command center. They don't have a CC 34, 32, or 33. Wow, that is not good for them. They might get bullied in here if they don't have a good allegiance with a certain alliance. But they can also fight hard and give somebody hell if nobody works with them. This is something that, in the Cosmic Ocean, the allegiance needs to look into as well. They might not be super strong compared to the others, but they have the fighting capability here. You can see that they do have a 200 million power player, averagely over 100 million in here. Now, TNR, I don't know very much about them, so we are going to move forward and look at TNT. TNT is an alliance that we went against last time. They have merged with the CHS player, for what I remember, because some of the names in here look familiar. We got Tough Guy in here with CC33. They have two CC34. I think also TNT is one of the strongest with OCH. They did team up last Cosmic Ocean, so I assume they might be teaming up as well in this Cosmic Ocean. I'm not so sure. They got a lot of the players from CHS as well. There's a lot of players there that were big spenders. Now, I still think OCH has a lot more powerful spenders within the game. Now, they do have, some powerful players in here, but I don't really much know about them as well. But you can see that there's two CC34 and 3 CC33 and a lot of the CC32s in here. Now let's take a look into the another alliance before we look into our alliance in here. Now let's take a look into TWA, 12.3 billion power. They have a CC32. They don't have super huge spenders. They don't have Krakens. They have whales. You can see CC32 with 152 million and 259 million power here. They have some depth in here. I don't know much about the Shadow Warriors, but they seem to have like good amount of CC31s in here. If they're very organized, they can definitely cause havoc within the game in here. They have a lot of CC29, one CC27, but they are not the strongest and most powerful alliance in here. But if you fight against them, they can definitely cause some trouble in here because they have some depth in here as well. But they don't have a Kraken, so that might cause an issue with them in a longer duration fight and heavy fight against others. Looks like they are building against us in here, so we might see them and we might fight them. Now, I don't have anything against them because I don't really know much about them. But if there is an enemy to fight with, we will definitely fight it. Now, let's take a look into Umi in here. Now, Umi, we have merged a little bit with various alliances in Nebula 17. Now, the highest command center right now is Lucy, Tanamu, and me. We have the CC33. We have amount of power in here. But in Umi, we have a lot of 200 million power players in here. We don't have anybody on CC34. I would say Umi is more of an average alliance. I don't think we're super strong. I don't think we have Krakens in here, but we have normal players that are playing the game. I think with the combinations of every powerful player in an alliance, I think we do post some strength in here. We aren't easily to be run over. Now, here's the thing that I want to tell you guys. There are powerful players within the game that are powerful in the numbers, but not really powerful, if you get my drift. You gotta pay attention sometimes who you're fighting with. Not because they have a high amount of power, they are strong and they're powerful. It's all about warships. But if you fight somebody and you actually know that they're strong because of their fleet setup, because of their crew, because of their captain, now those are the real scary ones. There are many players in Infinite Galaxy that are powerful in numbers but actually weak in flagship in war. So that is something that I want to give you guys an advice. Don't just be afraid just because there is a lot of power that you see based on the number. Numbers lie, but when you start getting into battle with them, then you'll actually see if they are actually strong or not. Like I said, there's many players that I've met that have strong powers, but still weak in the battlefield. Anyway, my intergalactic friends, I don't know how things are going to unfold in this Cosmic Ocean. I'll try to do my best to try to capture as much as I can. But besides that, my intergalactic friends, hopefully I'll be able to leave a good memory here for you guys. Anyway, I'll see you guys again next time.